That's what happens when you're going through crazy situations like this. Like, you're kind of just tested. Your friendships are tested, your relationships are tested, and Ricky's there to kind of bring all that to light, so to speak, so you can deal with that in a way that is, I would say, interesting.
I had a wonderful time watching Ricky Stanicky, but I have some questions for you both.
Can you do them as if we're John Cena and Zac Efron?
Oh,
No?
okay. John Santino.
Yes.
I would like to know what you think JT's problem is. He is on the brink of fatherhood, and yet he is using a Ricky Stanicky as a crutch here. Please explain yourself, or explain him.
I think he's having a hard time growing up. I think like many men like him, they have a tough time just becoming an adult, and their baby being born and in the throes of their marriage. I think he just doesn't want to grow up. So he's afraid of the future, afraid of reality, afraid of losing his friendship circle, afraid of them, starting to dissipate. And I think that plagues a lot of people, that they're just afraid to grow up. The guy needs to grow up. And he does in the movie, which is kind of nice. We watch him kind of grow up.
Stay tuned to see that.
That's right.
Jermaine Efron. I would like to know more about Wes and his man, which I thought I would have watched a whole spinoff about that. They seem to have a very complicated dynamic going on. Can you talk about what's going on there? Why Wes might need Ricky?
Wes is going through a bit of an identity crisis. I think at a certain age, you just try to figure out who you are and what you want to contribute to the world. He doesn't know what he wants to do yet. He has ideas, but he never really sticks to them. And when you're in a relationship with someone who's more successful than you kind of, start to question yourself and who you want to be. So that's what Wes is going through. When he meets Ricky Stanicky, it gets clearer. It gets clearer. And that's what happens when you're going through crazy situations like this. Like, you're kind of just tested. Your friendships are tested, your relationships are tested, and Ricky's there to kind of bring all that to light, so to speak, so you can deal with that in a way that is, I would say, interesting.
It is indeed interesting. And the four of you have fabulous chemistry together. The moment when the trio becomes a foursome is like alchemy. Can you talk about working with John and Zac to really bring that magic out?
It was easy money, honestly. It was nothing. There was no ego, which is great. Neither of those guys are, big about their ego. They're humble and fun and easy to work with, and there's not much to dig up, to be honest. It's like they're awesome, and it was easy. There was no like, you don't look me in the eye between takes, or there's none of this fodder that exists sometimes in the world. They were really cool and wanted to be a part of this world, and immediately wanted to bond, and immediately wanted to like create this real life friendship. So thus was true.
Yeah, but that was on set. Even off set, they were great. You know what I mean? You never know what people's sensibilities are when they're not working, but all we wanted to do was hang out with each other. That was it, and we did. It was wonderful. We experienced Australia together, hung out. I watched Zac freestyle rap. That was awesome. That was fun. We were playing cup pong, and Zac was rapping. That was pretty dope.
Beer pong, Dad. Beer pong.
Beer pong.
Digging into your own childhoods, your own past.
Oh no! Come on.
Do you have a Ricky Stanicky equivalent? How mischievous did we get?
I used to blame everything on these two boys that lived in my neighborhood. And they never did really Ethiopia. But I blamed a lot of stuff on those guys. But there wasn't really much that, I didn't have a Ricky Stanicky as a kid. I didn't have like an alibi we didn't have imaginary friends, unfortunately. We talked about that.
Oh, sad.
No, it was rad. We had real friends.
How was that sad? I think that's normal.
Yeah, we had a bunch of real friends.
Friends enhance our lives. All right.
Yeah,
that's all right. You had real people.
We had the real deal.
I love that.
Yeah. Did you have an imaginary friend?
I did have an imaginary friend, but it was not really imaginary. It was like a stuffed animal that I would bring to life. So,
cool.
That's creepier.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, what was that's name?
That is rude.
What was its name?
Bluebell.
Bluebell.
And it was a teddy bear, or what kind of?
It was a blue teddy bear, yes.
Oh.
Where's Bluebell today?
Oh, she had to move. She had to go.
Oh,
She
wow.
packed
I
the
know.
things up and left. Okay.
She was-
And you
too
know, this
troublesome,
is the
too
problem
troublesome.
with gentrification is they're moving these blue bears out of their homes. I'm sick of it. I'm
Exactly.
getting sick
It's
of it.
terrible. It's so
Awful.
terrible. Thank you for shedding light on this important subject.
It is,
and
man.
for making this movie.
I didn't think the interview would go that way, but it went that way.
It did.
Have a great day, guys.
You too.
Bye, Screen
Yeah.
Rant.
Bye.